It is time. We're back after 2 weeks. A vacation week followed by a recovery time period and a tooth fixing that needed some extra recovery time. Otherwise, I'd probably been on about 2 hours ago. But anyway, hey, welcome. It's Pneumatologist in the Morning returning after our 2-week hiatus. The goal is to be online every day not at this particular time, maybe 3 hours later than this particular time, but yeah, we're just out to really shake down this Switch 2 that we just bought, and love to thank my wife for making sure that I had the freedom to be able to do this, and we're gonna make it pay off. Still doing retro stuff. We will come back to that here after a brief respite to really shake down our Switch 2 purchases and go from there. So 2:30 in the morning where I'm at. Just looking over here at the times around the world. Los Angeles 12:34 a.m. Beijing 3:34 p.m. Tokyo 4:34 p.m. London 8:34 a.m. Paris 9:34 a.m. Moscow 10:34 a.m. So wherever you're at related to those time zones around the world, welcome. Most of you are getting the morning show, some of you getting the late afternoon show, and good to have you. So before we get into this major thing of the Switch 2 and setting all that up, just kind of want to update you on what's been going on. I did have some new retro games purchases. I have been busy cleaning them. I didn't plan to use this. I normally use the Q-tips, but you can see how busy I've been based on that color. So you've got your side with the rubbing alcohol that you use to scrape down your contact points on old cartridges. That's the drying side, and that's pretty much how it was when it was opened. This is how it looks after cleaning about 30 cartridges, so 10 that I had from the previous stream. Now, since then, I did take a small calculated risk on buying some Atari 2600 cartridges and continuing to build out the stream tools for that retro redemption feature that I'm bringing together. And among them, the latest purchases, blank cartridges. There's no labels. I don't know what's on them. People that I bought them from didn't even know what was on them either. So that creates an opportunity to have a bit of a mystery feature in terms of plugging all these in and seeing what we have. Why is that important? Because, like, for example, I've got 8 blank Parker Brothers cartridges. And you can kind of see that with the label right there. All right. But the thing about it is, I mean, that could be Popeye, that could be Frogger, who knows? Not much in the way of resale, but I am willing to part with duplicate copies of things that I already own. Again, I'm into streaming tools mostly for what I'm working on here. I'm not necessarily into spending big money, except for this Switch 2, which has been planned for the last couple of months. Took the plunge, and we're going to be working from that. There's a lot of Switch stuff that have some retro releases, which among other things that I have up here, which is kind of hidden by my events list. By the way, thank you all these followers and subscribers. I have the Atari Flashback 150 games set from the original Switch, plus the Atari 50 timeline playthrough, which I'm looking forward to getting into that at some point. But again, those of you just joining my stream or watching on demand for the first time, I have a retro redemption feature if you're joining live that you can redeem some of the channel points through Streamlabs that I'm using for multi-streaming. I have an Atari 2600 with a list of games. I have a PS1 with a few games. One of my most recent purchases is Jet Moto. Already had found Jet Moto 2. I remember the original Jet Moto. That was fun. So yes, that price tag is true, but it's a really good clean copy. No scratches, very well preserved. So that one, yeah, I spent the $20 for it. But beyond that, just looking for bulk, cheap. If the cartridge is ugly, so be it. But I have those Parker Brothers blank copies. I have Atari manufactured 2600 cartridges, blank copies. Some are hit and miss. And one of them, for example, if I show you this, you see a bunch of crusty junk there, and I can't even open get the cartridge to come out of this anymore. So I'm not putting something that dirty into my console, but it serves as a reminder that you have to be. You see stuff like this and you think, oh, it's 50 cents, you know. I bought it for 50 cents simply because I wanted to demonstrate what you should not be buying if you're taking a risk on blank label cartridges. With the Atari 2600 coming out in the 70s, and as old as it is, we're talking in the 45-year-old range, up to the most recent before bankruptcy cartridges in the 80s, early 90s. You're talking 30 to 45 years old on some of these things. So that's kind of a demonstration of one thing that could go wrong. Another thing that could go wrong, something like this. I mean, it's been knocked around a little bit, got chipped, but I did check the. You can't quite see it there, but I did check and be sure that the teeth on the ROM cartridge is good. I probably will stick this in because it's not the front contact of these it's still pretty solid, so it's not broken off. If it was a little flimsy on that entry point, I would be more inclined to not even try. But this seems sturdy enough. I'm kind of curious to see what's in there. So that one will get tried. We have, so there's 8 of these Parker Brothers. One M Network, which is the Intellivision, Mattel Intellivision that became the M Network on the Atari 2600. Those games that were ported over. And then I have just blank Atari cartridges, which I'll show you one here where I get into the other stuff. Yeah, this is an example. Just blank stuff. It's just packaged, well maintained. So you don't have to worry too much about these rotting out because of the nature of their covers. The other ones, like these M Network games that didn't feature that special shield, a little bit more exposed on the contact points, so you have to be careful with that. But anyway, that stuff we'll be getting into, but we won't be getting into it today. What we will be getting into today is Switch 2 stuff, and I'm going to start first with the Switch. The reason why I'm going to start with the Switch first is mainly because I want to do the special data transfer tool. I'll demonstrate what that looks like. Hopefully those of you that are observing this today will be observing this as more of a technical demonstration. I don't have the greatest game playing abilities right now. Again, I'm really just getting back into gaming and only in the last 3 months. But one thing about being a teacher is that you get a couple months off, and as long as you take care of your family and your living space, then you can and also your health, like exercising an hour a day, then you can get some stuff done in gaming world. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be really hitting it hard. So of the top rated games of all time, on the Moby Games browser. Number 1 is Super Mario Odyssey. Further down the list, you have the 2 Zelda games. Basically, 3 of the top 6 games of all time are on Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. Odyssey is Switch, and the 2 Zelda games are Switch and are being re-released in HD editions, complete on cart for Switch 2. I did pick those up today. I decided to go ahead and do that, and that's going to be the main focus of my modern playthroughs. Of course, we'll have retro playthrough. My first focus will be on Super Mario Odyssey, since it's the number 1 game of all time currently on the Moby Games browser. I think it's fun. And we'll have, when we can get into our 6 days a week setup, I'll have 2 of those days where I will focus on retro, and we're going through the Super Mario series. So I've still got to pull up Mario Brothers, and I'm a little bit irked that I didn't quite finish off the first boards of Game B and Donkey Kong Jr., but I want to get back to that, finish that off, play some Mario Brothers, play through those boards to their completion before they start repeating, and then start Super Mario Brothers. And we have all that available on Switch Online, and I'll use Switch 2 to do it, so might as well. And we'll play all the Super Mario Brothers games that are available through Nintendo Switch Online, all the way up through the GameCube version. I think Super Mario Sunshine is available. And then once we run out of options, I've got the Wii, and we'll get after Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 on the Wii on original equipment. I'm not past wanting to get emulated hardware. I think it's important to the future, being able to continue to demonstrate the technical abilities of the original hardware, but emulation is software. It doesn't completely emulate all hardware, and so we will still be picking up consoles from time to time, but for the most part, until we get to the stuff where I need $200, $300 original games with your support to be able to pull in for playthroughs, we're going to use the cheapest but most reasonable and most like the original options available. So stuff like Persona, I'll need a PlayStation 3. I'll need to download the first combination of games, the first 2 games that are available through PlayStation 3's version of the PlayStation Store. Then I'll have the ability to play 3, 4, and 5 through other more modern consoles, more modern retro consoles. So all the way up to current equipment. So that we're going to be playing the best games. That's the focus. Retro is fun looking back on, and we'll keep a couple of days available for that, but we're into the real swing of this now, and couldn't be more excited. So we started to get ready a couple months ago with a Nintendo Switch original edition, the version 1 that I picked up at a pawn shop that still has the label on it, $155 cash, and that kind of kicked off this journey. And we had a couple of days of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to test the thing out. Looks good. And now the focus is on transferring data. So we'll transfer data, and I do plan to put the Switch 1 up for sale and recover that cost, and we'll be putting that back into future stream content acquisitions as well. So that's where we're at. It's going to be a good morning on Pneumatologist in the morning. So welcome to the show. Let's get started. We're going to get over here to our live and make sure that we can get this fired up here. All right, so first thing here, you'll notice I had the Super Mario Odyssey, which I still hadn't launched. I just got it on here, but we've got the updated data. We'll just go ahead and transfer that over. I have a few saves from Switch Online, so I'll transfer that over as well. But as far as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we're going to pull that off of this console. I don't plan to keep that here. There is a console system update, but because I'm going to do the data transfer, it will, factory reset. Try not to burp on air, but one of those things, it's a good little bit of Munster to make sure we can get up earlier than our normal scheduled 5 a.m. start times here. So over here under data management, I think it says manage software. Yes. So I have a micro SD card, which is compatible with the next Switch, 1 terabyte, but I'm not going to carry over Mario Kart 8. So we're gonna pull this off, and I got a couple things I need to do. Number one, besides the fact that WinPod is available to be caught, we have the archive software option, which, in fact, I need to do a screen switch here because I'm playing on this. There you go. Playing on this side. There we go. Okay. We have the archive software, which will delete and free the storage space. Remaining user data can be deleted from manage save data. So we're going to go to that here in just a little bit, but we are going to archive the software. I want to take it off of this console because I don't want that to be part of the data transfer. It just doesn't make any sense. So we're going to archive it. Software has been archived and it is out. And then make sure the delete option is here. So archive, delete. All right, so it's gone. Now, the part that says save data, delete save data. Yeah. So I had the save data here is 169 megabytes for a few ghosts that I raced against as we tried out some courses. And we're going to pull that off. So delete all save data for this software, not just mine. And go bye. Bye-bye. There it is. Yep, it's done. Okay. All right, so we'll go back here. What does it say? Delete all data. Yeah. Delete it. Successfully deleted. Okay, it's gone. So the others, and you can see I don't have a lot here. The others will be transferred over on the system transfer. So I'm going to go back, and you'll notice there was a feature up here somewhere. You see it? I think it's down here. System. Somewhere here there was transfer, system transfer to switch to. Here it is. All right, so this is the one. The system's data will be transferred to a Nintendo Switch 2 system. To complete the transfer, you'll need an internet connection and a Nintendo account. So I'm going to click next on this. You will need to update the system before you can start a transfer. So I didn't update this thinking I wasn't going to have to do that to do this because it would already updated, but apparently I didn't have sleep updating going on. So let's just do that. Let's get update going. And we'll update. The console will restart once the update is complete. Any suspended software will be closed. Let's get going. All right. So 5 days ago, Mjolnir, GG. Thank you for your follow on Twitch. I certainly appreciate it. Red Spectre 23 followed me on YouTube, and Blue Spectre 23 and Red Spectre 23 on Twitch also followed me. So good to have you both. Red is an awesome guy, which I'm going to enter a shout out for so that all of you can check him out. Because he is just awesome. He does a lot of good content related to Elder Scrolls Online. He's pretty good stuff. So definitely check him out if you get a chance. He's actually online right now. I don't want to compete with his stream just because I like watching it. But we got some special stuff going on today, so that's the way it goes. All right, there we go. All right, system update is complete. Excuse me. You can now continue with the system transfer to the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Let's do it. Okay. The system's data will be transferred to a Nintendo Switch 2 system. To complete the transfer, you'll need an internet connection and a Nintendo account. Let's click next. I should already be logged in, but apparently not, so we'll take care of that real quick. All right. As I get logged in here. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Oh, I see. Make sure your Nintendo Switch. Okay, I'm going to put, I don't have a Nintendo Switch 2 yet. People could have already done their transfer before this point. I'm going to select this option because I haven't unboxed it. It's going to send the data to the server, and then I'm going to download on the Switch 2 here later when the time comes. So let's begin. Uploaded data is stored on the server. So once data has been uploaded, you will not need to keep this system. And I will be selling it. So, all right. If you get a Nintendo Switch 2 system, you can use it to download your data from the server. All right. There's a deadline for downloading the data being stored on the server. Download your data to a Nintendo Switch system before the deadline, which is next year, June 4th, 2026. I'll have it down in no time. If you plan to keep using the system, stop here. Once data is uploaded to the server, the system will be initialized, and that's fine. I want to. All right, there it goes. We're uploading, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go fast. Let me see what my verification code is. And that's sent to my business account here, so we'll get it underway. Let's see. And just in case, go over here to intermission. I don't think anybody can do the duping trick at this point, but I don't want to do anything beyond that, so that's okay. And with that, let's get back over here to live. So now that I'd entered that code, once data has been uploaded to the server, the system will be initialized. Uploaded data will be stored on the server. Upload, let's do it. There's a deadline, heard it, talked about it, it's there. Okay, if you plan, stop here. I'm initializing the system. Upload it and initialize, please. Let's do it. Upload the data. I'm a little confused. We're looping here. Why is that happening? Yeah, it's not working for some reason. All right, I don't know why that is. Let's let me try one more time. It could be. Oh, there we go. Now we're serious. Okay. I see. 3 times to check just to be sure that you really want to do that. Well, I have fiber optic data. It is 1 gigabit per second up, 1 gigabit per second down. So this is going to go pretty quickly here. You see I only have 1 minute remaining. And you're going to see the initialization of the console. So it's going to be factory reset. back to launch day settings. And that'll be it for this one. I will be shutting it down and moving on to something else. Yeah. Thank you, bot, for your beautiful humor about the verification code being not too tricky. And we do have Discord and things like that if you want to check out our Discord. Join up. And I need to update that link. I just realized that. But anyway, we'll get that link updated. All right. There you go. System hasn't been uploaded to the new server. To the server. Download the data using a Nintendo Switch 2 system. Click OK here. Whoops. And take a picture of... Oh. Excuse me, folks. Take a picture of the things. All right, I'm taking a picture of it. You can easily look at it again. I'm going to easily be able to look at it again. All right. Did it. This will erase all data in the system memory, including software data, screenshots, and videos. The system will then be initialized and restored to factory settings. Once initialization is complete, please remove the micro SD card from the system. Warning: all software data saved on the micro SD card, except for screenshots and videos, will become unusable. Data on the micro SD card will not be deleted. The system version will not change or roll back. Okay, do it. Not too worried about you're gonna get stuff off of there. I don't want to mess with it. So okay, data uploaded and stored according to my email. So now we wait. As it will restore factory settings. So when that happens, I'm going to get up and pop the SD card out. I do have something I'm going to show real quick. Once we get to that point, I'll go ahead and get the Ninja link up. Okay. See what the settings are here. Oh, it's the same stuff. Very good. Let me launch this. It's for real. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to be putting my Switch 2 here in just a moment. But you see where my 8-bit dough charging station is. Yay. All right. I do have this particular spot. Well, I'll be letting the Switch 2 hang out for future use. And here's my prompter. Say hi. Got some music going thanks to Slipstream. And hi, there's my OBS. And this will be my clip. I'm using the beautiful and wonderful Stream Deck Mobile because it's a lot cheaper than the physical stuff. Works pretty well on my house. You may notice I have a bunch of delivery boxes back there. I'm not going to show off that. But anyway, some of the stuff I have here. Get Moto 2. Here's my stack of stuff, including a couple of iMagic titles. Riddle the Sphinx. I'll be checking on that here. Probably later today. I'll have a little bit of time that I'll, if I can get a late morning afternoon stream going. Also have rest down here. My file. So we'll get up to all this here in just a minute. I'm gonna hang up for now. But, wow, that makes it easy. That's a good setting. Okay. So yeah, in fact, let me refresh that. Share my, see if I can get that going again. I want to show this over here. So not exactly the way I want it, but over here there's my my first switch, my current PlayStation. Down here on the floor there's my Wii, and that's the first version that has GameCube compatibility. So yeah, good stuff, folks. We're going to, and so here in just a minute we'll take a look at that. Here's another thing I want to show you guys real quick, which I think is just pretty awesome. All right, pretty awesome. Check it out. All right, how to win at Super Mario Brothers, and we'll be opening that and using that as we play through the first Super Mario Brothers. After we're done with it, again, that will be put on sale so that we can invest in later assets. Again, we just want to cycle through and be able to get cool stuff, use it, and send it back out to the world so that other people can use it. But we get our time that we can experience it. So this will help with that, and just a really, really cool product. So just really cool stuff. You see how the explanations are. This one came in good detail. Here's World 1, all the different walkthrough details. So just really good stuff. Anyway, I have a message. We're gonna hang this up for now. We're at 82%. Message. Make sure. Okay, I see what's going on there. All right. Come back to that here in a little bit. But yeah, we'll be using this. So cool. So cool. So cool. And by so cool, I mean so cool. So cool. I've been lucky to find some stuff. You see right here this copy of Final Fantasy XI. That's the original PC release in North America. Complete in box, well taken care of. Just wanted to have it for my memories of having played that wonderful MMO, and that's the deal. So it's there for display. All right, we're getting down to the end here. 98% before factory settings reset. Okay, system's going to restart, and that's going to be it. So I've enjoyed using that. It's unfortunate that, in a sense, that it's only being used a little bit, but it is, among other things, it was designed to be a temporary tool. I wanted to try out some stuff with it and get familiar with Nintendo again, and that's what happened. I got familiar with Nintendo again, so that's just really cool. Okay, we're waiting for the system, but that's it. That's it for that. Okay, that means I'm going to restart my camera, and in this particular case, what I'm going to do for restarting my camera is to bring out the beautiful Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. So I'm gonna get my stuff clipped in here. Whoops, can't do that. That's one thing about doing this, that you gotta one thing about doing this, and I don't want the microphone. Make sure not to clip this in a way that it triggers all the buttons on your iPhone. All right, so we're gonna bring this over. I'm gonna put this right. I'll try and put it in the middle here. Let me center up how this is gonna go. It's good right there, and then we'll center it up. Okay, so here you have it. Come back to that here in just a minute. So, my acquisitions. The time has come to show those off. Wow. All right. So part of this, and I kind of hate it, is that when you're buying stuff from Best Buy, they put those stickers without shrink wrap on some of this stuff. You have to be extra careful about peeling it off so you don't ruin your boxes. That's Best Buy for you. Anyway, well, we'll see how it goes. Moving over. All right, I'll show you a couple of things. In the event, and I'm sure that event will occur, that I can, let's see if I can pull this water pickup tag off reasonably. All right. One of those things about glue type things, you don't want it to stay there for long. The longer it stays there, the more stuck it becomes, and it really will damage the boxes. So you have to be very careful about that. I'm grabbing a light piece of paper that I can set my labels on. Keep them handy in case something really goes wrong. See what I'm having to do here. Having to peel this off, so just got to do it gentle. You don't rip these. If you just go straight rip, you're going to do one of two things. You're either going to rip the label and make it much harder to get this off, or you're going to rip your box. I like keeping boxes around. It makes it easier to ship things in case I decide I no longer need them. Also for warranty purposes, so that you can send in your warranty claims. So that is important. And here's how this is working for me. So I'm having to slowly but surely peel this off. Got to be extra careful. Another thing about some of these tags they have to pull off is they have these fragmenting labels, and these fragmenting labels have a tendency to make it to where you have to peel it off in sections. This one came off beautifully. I think there is a rip-off tag, but got it off. All right, so that's the first thing up, just the little performance grip. Why would I want to get that? Well, when it's time to play two-player stuff, especially with something like Mario Kart World, let's say my wife or my in-laws want to play, that we can do that. Another thing is that if we want to go 4-player locally, I just remembered, and that's probably, I'm probably not going to completely delete the Switch now, come to think of it. I think I'll keep that But we got a couple of Joy-Cons from the original. Actually, I'm not going to keep the original Joy-Cons. I'll get some more later. But anyway, we're going to have 3 people playing at once because I have my 8-bit Do, and then we have the Joy-Cons on the Switch too, so I can split that up at some point. I'm not going to go forward with opening this right now, but it's there. It's there, and so just like having that available. And it is Stream Tools. I mean, it could be let's say my wife, my parents, some friends want to come over, and we play on stream locally as a team, then we could do that. All right. So here's the next part. And I'll just show you the side because I still need to peel off the label, but there it is. Switch 2 camera. Why would I get that? Quite simply, why not? Why not? It is a one of those things that's a new feature specific to Switch 2, so I wanted to have this available. Also, people that you race with in Mario Kart World, they get to see you. The Mario Party games, they get to see you. I'm here to make friends, folks. Gamer friends that I haven't had in a long time. I'm here to make them. So if you want to be on stream with me, and you'll get to see me, and if you have your own Switch 2 camera, I'll be able to see you on the stream as well. So there's that. So we're going to take a minute here and just have me peel off the label. So this is fun. I've not participated in a launch day purchase of a console ever, with the exception of the Super Nintendo. And from what I remember on that, I don't know if people camped out outside of stores buying their Super Nintendos, but I did purchase it on the opening weekend. I think it came out on a Friday from what I remember, but I do remember I went to a store on a Saturday with the money, lawn mowing money, and purchased it. And so that was cool. And then from there, games I was purchasing with lawn mowing money. So $20 a lawn back in the early 1990s. Pretty good money. Nowadays it's something like $60 a lawn, which is still good money. So why not? All right, let me put that tag on this paper here. And big thing being, we just want keeping receipts. All right, here it is. Switch 2 camera, folks. Looks like that on the box outside. You have one look on one side. Here's some further details. Back label. Here it is. Okay, so let's take a look at the back label stuff here. Use this tabletop camera for Nintendo Switch 2 game chat. Curious about this. You might be able to read it. See if it focuses up. Hey there, come on. Yeah, it does. All right. So I need to do some zooming, and I don't want to mess with the zoom right now, but let's see if I can at least get that part focused in. I could set this to go with all the automatically switch to the close-up camera, but I don't want to mess with it right now because it's a little crazy to reset the camera. Well, maybe I can. Hold on, maybe I can. Is there an option here? Oh, that's just hiding. Okay. So the deal here, where it says to be used for game chat. All right, and then has a high sensitivity image sensor and a wide angle lens. So sorry, some of this stuff is very... I hit that moment. I'm at that certain age where I can't read close anymore. I'm gonna have to get the reading glasses. Well, welcome to real life in a later age. Um, let's see. Something I can't read it. Let me see if biggest thing is the light. I just need to have some light on it. There we go. That's in French. No wonder why I can't read it. Silly me. All right. Next line there. The camera can automatically correct brightness, and it can also capture a wide view so multiple people can use it together. So, like we saw in the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Treehouse usage, that it could see multiple faces at once. So that's what it's talking about. Has an adjustable view, a built-in privacy shutter, which is good, and use the included USB-C cable to connect to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. So, and it shows that. Then you got the very technical, fine detail stuff. So, all right, there you have it. Now here's the hard part. Opening this without messing up the box. Sometimes I can use a letter opener and do this. I don't know that I can do it on this one. Yeah, and I can already tell. So I need to go get some scissors, which also means it's a good time for me to pick up some coffee to keep going. So we'll take a quick be right back break and get you caught up to speed here in just a moment on as we continue to unbox Switch 2 stuff. Here we go. Well, and doing that, you can kind of see already, I don't have video to go to. Let me go to my live shot here. I'll pull this over and you'll get to see that, and then I'll be right back. Okay? So here we go. See you in a sec, folks. Sometimes I wonder how many people have already stepped on a box by some point. And because I've got my Switch 2 box down here, I was trying to sit down, but I had to step over the box. Like, don't step on the box. So anyway, Switch 2, here we go. Needed a pair of scissors. I couldn't open it the way I thought I could. And it's gonna be like this, folks. Here it is. You just kind of want to make a little slit, and you're gonna let the thing do the rest. So you want your scissors to be super sharp, but not you don't want to apply too much pressure on that. And with that, we're set. Okay, so the other side, and you kind of want to come in towards the cardboard on this. That's the key, because you don't want to cut the box itself. All right, there it is. All right, now I want to be able to open this. Make sure I got the opening fully set. Okay, so the opening is going to be back here, and I'm going to take it over to my intermission, so you can see me open it this way. A little tricky here. So this box is not perfect. It had already been scratched up before I got it, just a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. All right, here it goes. Here it goes, an unboxing of the Switch 2 camera. And try not to break this stuff. Okay, empty box. That's all there is, just this housing. All right. And now that we have just this housing, let me come back over here. Try to get rid of my scissors. All right. Yeah. Here we go. All right, so that's what was in the box here. Here we go. That's what was in the box. The stand, the camera. Flip it over to the other side so you can see, like, there's the camera face, and it's just kind of turned towards its side in this one. I'm sure I could probably turn it around a little bit, but no need to worry about it. So to open it, just like that. Okay, there's our USB-C cable, which we'll need to connect to the camera. All right, and then the other piece of this is the camera itself, and not very big. You're paying for the technology, but that's why we pay the bucks. And so with that, it looks a little bit like this in the package. So we're going to take that package off now. And with that, package off. There's our camera. There's our Switch 2 camera. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Just very simple. It's very lightweight. It doesn't say not even half a pound, but it is going to stay in place. So something I would say about this is that this might be easy to be knocked over. You have to be careful with it. There's your tilt features, so it can be pointed at me. So obviously this connects by USB-C, which we want to find. I need to find the spot for that here. I'm not sure where that would be, honestly. That's why we read the instructions, yes? Where are my instructions? Okay, so it says it comes up underneath the camera, so I'm going to pull this away for just a minute. And I do see it now. I do see it. Okay, so let me try and... The lighting situation is a little difficult on this particular part here. So, but you're basically right there. That's it. At your spot, you plug in USB-C here. You got a cable clip way down here. Okay, run your cable through that. You're good to go. Or your Switch 2. So there it is, folks. That's what the camera looks like. So I'll kind of go ahead and I'll just go ahead and prep the camera now, just in case. But yeah, the deal is we open it. We put I'll put the remaining box packaging back into its box, and I'll keep that. If it's some nondescript thing, like you'll notice I have some stuff right here. Okay, some nondescript stuff. I'll just kind of keep it until the warranty is up, with the exception of some high dollar things. So my headset here, obviously, really like it. The HyperX Cloud Alpha, good stuff. All right, pretty long USB cord. Check that out. That's about, I'm not sure what the technical details are. I think that's about 4 feet, just how it feels to me. About 4 feet. Yeah, that's about right. 4 feet to 5 feet, something like that. All right. And then we'll show you how I connect it. Okay. Here it is. So we'll connect it right there, one end, into that spot. Make sure I get the right spot going. Yeah. Okay. I got the box in the way, so it's kind of making it to where I can't do this effectively. Another thing is that these cords tend to be sticky on turning, so I'll need to snap in. There it is. Okay, so it's snapped in there. It's going to look like that. Getting ready to go. Just like that. Looks cool. Looks cool. Very, very, I would describe it as something that's just very much out of the way. Going to be small enough that it won't interfere, like overtake your room space with bad big stuff vibes. It's got the minimalist but practical feel to it that does feel like Japanese design for sure. Simple and effective use of the space in the home. So yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna pack this up for now. That was good to put that together live, and appreciate that opportunity. So if you're joining us, we are getting ready to open up the Switch 2 console box here in just a moment. We just finished up with the camera and our data upload from our Switch 1, and get that ready to go. Yeah, and I'm not going to keep the Switch 1. I do like the Switch 1 for sure, but I have no need to carry it over because of compatibility. If for some reason I would ever want to have the Labo stuff, then if I were to end up collecting that somehow, then I would be more probably more serious in that moment. Okay, let us know. Okay, that's it. Boxed up, back to normal. All right, so not too much, but if I could show you, it's just and I'm not sure why or how it happened, but there's a little bit, you kind of see a little bit of a white thing there. It's like a little bend in the board, or a little, just the, I think it's just the box printing. I don't think it's a scratch at all, really. But over here on the side, the putting together part, there is some scratch right on the edge there. So I mean, in terms, if I wanted to sell the box, say, hey, collectible box. Some people like to do that. And there are reasons for it, obviously. But that kind of makes it a lower grade. But it's super, super microcosmetic in terms of the overall aesthetic. People aren't necessarily looking right on it. But there is a bit of a wear mark. And here's another wear mark right here on the front edge. So probably some shipping damage. That happens. That's one of those things, if I wanted to like super save it and preserve it and stuff like that, I'd be more serious about choosing which thing I would take. But yeah, not too worried about it. There's a reason why we have video game museums and a heritage, and why rich people collect and then show off their displays. So I'll enjoy it then. But for me, it's a demonstration item, kind of like a video game journalist that I never did get to be, but I am now. Thanks, folks, for sticking with us. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you've been watching, I'm sure you have. Cutis. No. Thanks, I appreciate it. We're not into that, and we're just kind of enjoying life here. So thank you. Good luck. Appreciate it. So with that, we're going to keep going. Time out these messages so that will disappear for a few minutes. All right. Don't know what it is about Kick and the teams that you guys do, how that works out, but I'm not saying I fly solo, but I'm not flying with anybody I don't know right now. So thank you for that. Okay. All right. So this is the box. Here it is. Switch 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. Now, one of those things, and we talk about box collectability, I already can tell some scratches on the corners here. Can't say if it was mishandled by Best Buy. I don't necessarily think it was. But the more hands it passes through, the more nicks that can show up. So, but nothing too serious. I think it's okay, honestly. All right. So this one's going to require a little bit of a redo on my overhead camera here. This thing's very sticky, so let me reset this real quick before I bend it back down. Oh, that is very sturdy stuff. I'm glad I bought this though. Let's see if that helps. See if that helps a little bit. Okay. All right. The hard part about this is getting it to bend where you want. Okay. Well, it's the best I can do for today, folks. I'll try my best. Let's get this up to the live screen. All right, so this is the Switch 2 here. All right, and I'm using my iPhone camera to be able to show you. But I have a spot here where I can open this. There's a tape seal right there. So I'm not going to be able to open it directly. I'll have to cut that with the scissors. But there's that one seal right there that prevents me from opening it straight away. Once that's open, this will bend all the way back. I've got a, you see this is the Mario Kart bundle, so it has the download code inside. Hopefully the servers haven't crashed today. It looks like it hasn't because I've seen people playing already online in their streams. Here's the back side. So cool. So cool. Very cool. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to peel my label off real quick because I don't want that on there. I have ordered my Ally, ROG Ally, Windows computer through Best Buy. It had similar stuff, labels on the boxes and things like that, but I did the same thing. I pulled the labels off. On those, I didn't keep the labels for long, but I did have them. Okay. Whoops. Sorry for the knock. Okay. There it is. All right. So, those things right there. Get my microphone in place here. All right. Yeah, we'll have to I'll be friendly to people who join us on Kick, but at the same time, it's not going to work for spammers and scammers. All right. Now this one's hard, and I'll show you. I'll show you what's hard about it here. All right. So what I've found here, this is going to be right here. It's not going to be able to focus that well because of the camera selection I have, but the tape has been, like, it feels like the tape has been pushed down to help with the seal, which makes it, I just have this little part right here, so I'm going to have to be super careful with it, but I'll give it a shot, and maybe can pull this off correctly without damaging the box. So yeah, there's a little bit of a gap on that piece. That one I'm not quite sure. It feels like it. We need to cut the box without cutting the box. Trying to cut the tape, put it right along there. This is a set of super sharp scissors, so this should work. And now, gentle push. See if I can pull it up. Yep, I cut it right across. So you'll see right there where I did get the tape cut and didn't damage the box. All right, now what can I do here? All right, so there's that piece. Aha, okay, so I'm gonna open it up this way, and then okay, and then it's a full box situation here. So let me try and take it out this way before I get back to the camera. Oh, I have it upside down, excuse me. Darn. All right, here we go. Let me bring it back. All right, I had it upside down, so here's the box, and I can't quite open it on the space I have, but let me pull it out, pull it over. Okay, there it is. This is a Switch 2 console, the unit, display unit. Here's our two Joy-Con controllers. This one has a little bit of a orange feature to it. The other one, light blue feature to it. All right, pulling this up and out. I'm gonna set this aside, pull this up, and I got my download code here, so I'm gonna cover that up real fast before I show it. But there it is, my Mario Kart download code. So there you go. I bet some people were looking to steal that. Didn't work, folks. Not today. All right, pushing that up further. We have some usage guidelines. Here's our HDMI cable. We got some straps in here, which I didn't have before, so glad to get those. And there's some stuff underneath, which is going to be the dock. I'm not too worried about showing that on stream here, but I will show you this. Here it is. There it is. Just like that. That's the front display. Yeah, there's a little dirt there on the cover, but it's just fine. All right. So this is ready to be assembled. Let's get some assembling going. I'm going to set this screen part over here. I'll put my Joy-Cons over here as well for just a moment. It's interesting, they have a little bit more pronounced trigger feature and grip, so that's good. I noticed that from the first switch that wasn't really a prime issue. Here you go. Free HDMI. That's always nice. I don't know that I'll need these straps right away, but they're there. Certainly with later things I'm going to, but most of my stuff is going to be, pardon me, most of my stuff is going to be console based, so in dock mode. All right, pulling this off. That housed all those materials. Now, if you'll come over here, I'll pull this back. Now we got a few items here. Check it out. All right, this is our set for holding the two Joy-Cons together. Kind of like this, right? Handheld set, so pretty cool stuff. All right, and you'll remember if you saw in the videos that this was feature magnetic attachment feature to the main console itself. So that looks cool. That looks cool. We'll color coded to let you know which Joy-Con to put where, so you don't mess that part of it up. All right. So there's that piece. All right, there's our power. Actually, I'm gonna pull that out here real quick. Take a look at it. So it's just USB-C power. Big transformer, actually. USB-C powered though. Here's our USB-C connection. All right. Speaking of USB-C, here's that, which we'll need. That will go into the Switch console itself. Looking good, folks. Some people wouldn't even waste time to demonstrate the unboxing on a live stream with such few viewers, but hey, don't worry about that with me. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to enjoy life. Okay, and then this is the dock, which I'm going to pull that out because we're going to need to use it. I'm going to set it over here on my desk here in a little bit. But there's the dock. All right, switch to dock. There it is. Connections right there, just like the other one. Got a bigger housing on the back this time. All right, so it looks to be that I can open it from here. Let me double check just to be sure. Yep. Okay. So I can open it up, and it is a loose cover, so it'll flip off. But there's my HDMI connection, USB-C for power, and it can be hidden. There's a RJ45 jack right here for Ethernet if I need it. Again, HDMI, USB-C for power, and there you have it. And inside, all that love, the NVIDIA goodness. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That's what's inside the box. All right, so now it's time to put it together. I am going to put my 8-bit Doe 2 over here. So I elected not to go with purchasing or pre-ordering a Switch 2 Pro controller because I don't do amiibo stuff. If that were to change, I would, but I don't plan on it. I don't think there's a need for me to pursue amiibo stuff. fun. Completion is fun, but not a teacher's salary. I wouldn't want to do that. All right, let me try and catch the Pokemon here. Go for it. See if I catch it. Ah, well, just a little too late on my typing there. Okay, no problem. There we go. USB-C. Connecting for power. All right. USB power connection, or USB-C power connection is official. All right. So I have that. The HDMI cable is here. I'm gonna put this back here in just a minute. All right. Here's our HDMI. It's a short cord. No, actually, maybe not. I thought maybe it was a little short, but I think this will translates well for this setup. I mean, I'm just all connected right here, so. Okay. How long? That's pretty good. That's about 4 feet, 4 or 5 feet. So not the worst, but not the best. Okay. Well, free HDMI cable. Probably not free, but in reality. But yeah, there you go. And so the way this is going to connect is you hold it like this. You're going to have the short end upside down instead of that way, so that will connect, and there it is. Okay, HDMI and power. Okay, for this next bit of magic, and then we will put the cover back on, obviously. Okay. These are going to come out. Set that up. All right, when I say these are going to come out the bottom, it looks kind of like this. All right, that's the space. All right, and then we're going to snap it closed. Just like that. Just snap closed. So there's a little bit of a hole area you can flip open, and then that's where the cords come out. So that's your dock. That's your Switch 2 dock. Nintendo on the back, Switch 2 on the front. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go to break mode now, and take just a minute to connect this into my capture card, and then we're going to fire this baby up. So give me just a, well, actually, let's do this before we get to that. Let's get my display out. There we go. Get my display out. First time. Get my oil off my fingers. I am going to order a protective film that we're going to get through today without it. Oh, gorgeous. Shiny display. Look at that. Okay. So there's that piece of it. And again, you got the orange and then the blue, and this is going to be magnetic snap. So here's Joy-Con controller number 1. This one's going to be the orange side. Okay. So that means, since I got the orange side here and it holds like this, I've got it in the wrong direction. So I'm actually going to do it like that. Okay. I think. That doesn't seem right. Let me try this again. There we go. All right, you got the release knob right there. So that kicks it off. Yeah, that's the back side. So I have it upside down. Okay, so that's going to go over here. Ouch, that pinched. That was real. Okay, that's a real snap-in connection with some strength to it. So good use of the magnets there, Nintendo. My word, they mean business. Okay, then the blue right here. Keep my fingers out of the way of that. Okay, I'm gonna keep my fingers off the screen until I can get that film in, which I'll get that ordered. Okay, and then docked. It's gonna look like this. That's what it's gonna look like in a docked situation. So I'm a little skittish of holding this up, but yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna stand up and move about. I'll be right back here in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get a little snack too. I'm getting a little hungry as I'm staying up overnight to do this. So what time is it right now? 3:57 a.m., almost 4 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 5 a.m. Eastern. Late morning in Europe. So yeah, glad you're here, folks. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Well, I'm back, and good to be with you all. All right, I'm gonna finish reboxing what I had here. I don't. Again, I'm just one of those people. I don't think that I'm really interested in using the Joy-Cons too often, but they're nice. They're nice to see here. So, one thing I will tell you, if you got you're an oily person like me, oily fingers have already got a little oily print smudge there. That stuff, like glasses cleaning cloth, it'll be fine. So, but I actually just I'll put it over here for now. Didn't get my fingerprints on the screen. That was the big thing. So they say there's a little protective film on there that you're not supposed to peel off because that's your screen integrity to keep it from shattering in case of a drop. I'm not the kind of person that I'm not really caring to be mobile with this. I'm here to stream and stream games, and this is going to be pretty much on the dock. But I am going to order a screen protector and get that in here today or tomorrow. Because that's what we need to do. We need to keep our stuff protected, right? And the fun thing about this Switch 1, if I could have grabbed it, but the reason why it was discounted so much is because of all the scratches. Whoever used it, I assume it was pretty much a kid's toy, based on the level of scratching involved. But yeah, it's one of those things. You didn't order a screen protector, and then you scratched up your screen, and that affects your experience just a little bit. Now, I will say, having held it in handheld mode, it still works. I mean, it's plenty fine, but it's just kind of annoying, annoying to see stuff like that. So I don't want people to have to, future users of this equipment, I wouldn't want them to need to feel like they experience something that's less than quality. So that's the deal. Okay, so I got all these. One thing about putting boxes back after you take things apart, what was that? You tend to get all this stuff not going back in the same spot that it was in. So, good thing though, that there's a pretty deep corner here, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to take that deep corner. Very good. Got that settled. All right. Put this back. Seal it up. And with that, we'll put that on my... I'll figure out the space of my shelf here and put that on my wall eventually. Probably up here somewhere. But anyway, there you go. There it is, folks. All right, got my download code out. Probably should not have closed that up just yet without getting the download code. Excuse me, sorry. Taken care of. So anyway, there we have it. All right, and here's our camera, and it says this has a privacy shutter. So I see where it is now. Yeah. So as it was, that was privacy mode. That's active mode. Privacy active. All right. So, but I am going to put this on here. We're gonna have it connected. At least try it out for today. If this is something that doesn't really work, we can just put it up for auction if we have to. I mean, buy it now. Auction, not like auction. We're not scalping this stuff. This is not. We're not like that. Okay. So with that, let me push the cord over. Okay, well, we just do our best with it. It's not bad. Okay. All right. I like this playlist. It's a pretty good one. Okay. We did it. All right, so now with that, I'm going to come back to life for a minute. We're back to our... Hi! Our wonderful screen. Okay. We're going to turn this baby on. Let's do it. Okay, I see a power button, and I'm going to halt the music here. Beautiful. All right, I imagine, okay, that is true 1080p. Okay, so I noticed then this other one is, it was doing 1080p on that one too, but this is a little more crisp on my screen. Oh, kind of nice. So in that case, I need to take a Joy-Con off to get started. I probably should have done that already, but make sure I snap the right one off here. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Push this one around. Okay, very good. All right, English US. Yes, indeed. Okay, that's fun. I may have to go ahead. Wow, that is a super strong grip. That's really fun. Okay. Well, we will hook this in to our controller interface. Okay, there we go. US. Americas. We only have 5 options here, I assume. Yeah. So we're in the Americas. We're going to view the end user license agreement. Stuff. Let me get my key. Stuff. You know, that's one of those things we're supposed to read these, right? Did I do a speed reading? Have I been a good Nintendo boy here? Looks like there's an arbitration clause with some mass arbitrations for dispute resolution. I'm always a little class action waivers. It's going to happen. They're going to do it, but the reality is lawyers know how to bust through that. The only question is, if you're being classified in a class, are you going to get trinkets, $20, or real compensation? But anyway, yeah, this is a big thing to know, as Nintendo owns all right, title, and interest, and has the right to use and sub-license its intellectual property. All right, which is that's normal. Okay, here we go. Download services interruptions does not guarantee. That's normal stuff. Services availability, license grant restrictions. Okay. The thing I'm always worried about is if there's a streaming clause and stuff like this, because sometimes you'll get somebody that tries to dictate how you can or cannot stream their content, and so that's not the case here. So it looks reasonable. All right, speed reading wise, yes, I can speed read a little bit. Couldn't pass the test, but that's not the whole point of speed reading. You get the gist, and then you go back and read the details if you really need it. But this is set. All right, now we're going to connect to my internet settings, and I'll take it to intermission for a second because you don't get to see what I got here. So, and then my password. Sorry, means you don't get to hear the audio on this page. There's the plus button right there. Let's click OK. All right, connection successful. All right, update data. Until you set up while the update downloads. All right, so that's downloading. I'm not in Los Angeles. I'm not in Denver. I'm at a place called Oklahoma City, but the best option for that, as it relates to the United States, UTC -5, is Chicago. I see it all the time. With the Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. You got the tabletop mode, you got the handheld mode, you got the docked mode. Beautiful. All right. You can adjust the stand to get the best viewing angle. You can now connect the AC adapter to the top of the system, not necessarily through the back side. It's good that we have two USB-C connections, I must say. Attach the Joy-Con to controllers as shown. Hold the release, pull to the side, which I've already done because I am right here, folks. All right, you can use the accessories that came with the system. Yeah, the straps, and got those. Looks good. View the attachment guide. We're gonna skip that piece of it. Okay. Archin, choose a style. You can change it at any time. Well, let me catch my Pokemon first. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Okay. Let's see if that works out. Okay. Well, for me, we have okay. Ready to update system. Let's go. Update. Okay, we got our C button way down here in the bottom. So right down here. See it? There's our C button. That's going to be our game chat button. That's the new feature of the Switch 2 controls. All right, waiting for the reboot here. System update complete. I have an Asus Tough gaming monitor, actually a dual monitor setup here, and man, this is solid looking. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm gonna turn off my phone for this. I don't need this anymore. So let me cancel that out. Didn't get Arkin, really? Well, I don't know. Wasted Pokeball, I guess. All right, system update complete. And that'll be it. All right, you can transfer data from your Nintendo Switch to this Nintendo Switch 2. Start system transfer. Let's begin. Oh, I need to pop the micro SD card out. I forgot that. You're back. Let me walk over here and get it done. right, we're going to take a look at the insert guide here. How to insert. Yes. Open the stand on the back of the system, same as part 1. And insert the micro SD card into the micro SD card slot. All right, so with that, the fact that I need to use kid gloves about it, not get wheelie fingerprints on the screen. Give me just a moment, but here's my guy. 1 terabyte micro SD card. We're gonna slip that in. Be right back. Right. The inserted micro. It is micro SD Express. So that doesn't make any sense. Let me pull that back out here. I think I'm gonna pull the camera out for now. I have that in the way with what's going on right now. Okay, let me see what's up. Step off to the side here. Console battery. Any sense? All right, let me pick this up. All right, so that is what is XC? Well, that is interesting. Let me kind of show you what's going on here. All right, I'm taking a look at the micro SD card that I have. It's supposed to be that I can use a micro SD XC on this, and let me light on this. Sure. Yeah, this is micro SD XC. Has to be express. That's the key there. So this is not the right card for that. That's fine. Guess what? Makes for a good lot and the Switch 1 sale. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. That's a bummer. See, I thought I had bought the right thing there. My order did say express. Because it's the data transfer, that's the key. Well, I apologize. I got a little audio pop here. It's going to take a minute to get rid of. There it goes. Almost. It's a thing, so sorry for that. Okay, well, let's get okay, let's go back here because I want to make start system transfer. Have to do micro SD card. All right, so skip. Gosh, I really don't want to spend another set of money on this because I already knew, like, once they announced that, it's like big money. Just out of curiosity, let's pull up the Amazon app, see how much that's costing there. Well, honestly, I mean, it's not the micro SD Express. Okay. Has to be the EX, that's the key. All right, give me just a minute because I'm really just curious. I may not be able to download this because it's requiring it to go to a micro SD card. And since this isn't an express card, that means I can't really use it. There's an official... Try this. SD. Two terabytes, and that is not, that's not EX, so that's the problem. 256 gigabytes, and you can get it on Wednesday, June 11th. God, it's gonna kill me. We're gonna have to use internal storage for a while, and I will not get to download the data, which frankly I'm okay with. All right, no problem, no problem. We'll just skip it. Yeah. All right. That's annoying. That's annoying. Well, and I think when I bought this, my I actually bought this Switch before the Switch 2 came out. And I bought the SD card. It actually was a really good price, but it was not Express. Then they announced that it was Express. That was the deal. So it wasn't that I didn't have the right equipment originally in mind, just I never got to that part. So I've got a sign in to do here. Give me just a second while I do my thing on my phone. Do my thing on my phone. Do my thing on my phone. Right. My thing is happening. Okay. I have a code to put in here. As soon as I do that, then we're back in business, folks. All right, here goes. That's me. I'm Pneumo. Nice to meet you. Found data on the server. Download data. This should... Okay, so I may not need a code after all. Ah. Okay. Wouldn't y'all like to know what my verification code is, right? And I'm already liking the look of this. This just looks really good on a adjustable syncing monitor. Just looks really good. Okay. Yes. All right, so I could download the data. I could download the data. So, well, that's all right. I think a 1 terabyte card's pretty good. There's stuff, cameras and things like that that can use that SD card. I'm not too worried about just saving massive amounts of data at high speed. Okay, system about to restart. It's my system. Here we go. Setting up. Got a nice download there. Do. 1 minute left. Oh, now the fiber optic speed's kicking in. All right. Good deal. Well, I'll get my camera back in place since I don't have to mess with that. One thing I've been curious about is why the base, once you put it in the dock, why the base is still kind of wobbly. It doesn't make any sense on that, but that's the way it is. Okay. System transfer complete. Then I've got a system. Here we go. Theme color from the source system will be carried over. All right, setup complete. Press to go to the home menu. Press the home button. I'm pressing the home button. Oh, there is one thing I will do though. I am getting the welcome tour, folks. That is for sure. Okay, there you go. Which I'll need to go into the eShop for that. All right. I am my eShop. Okay. I see. I actually, yeah, I do want to do the welcome tour. That's part of this. So, okay, I have something I need to do here. So, I'll tell you what, let's go back to their intermission screen so I can do my pin sign in. Again. We're doing all right with this so far. Okay, identity verification complete, so here we are. Back over to live. We're in the eShop. Okay, doesn't look like much different. Well, you got your Switch 2 titles here. This is the one I wanted to look at. And I am going to purchase it. We're going to do it. Part of the deal. Ooh. How do I pay? That's a good question. Wouldn't y'all like to know? Okay. So that's the deal. Alright, so there's a couple of things I need to do here because I haven't done it before. And we're going to need it this time. Okay. Alright, got that done. Alright, now... Alright. This will be interesting because I'm having to fill in details I haven't had in here. Well, I have had it in here before. Oh, I see. That's why. Oh, that's one of those things. You just gotta go back and forth here. So arranging for a payment detail is kind of interesting because I have to go specific to... Yeah. There we go. That's the one I need. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this fixes it. Yeah, we do that. Okay. All right. Now we're set. All right, should be done. Okay. I'm gonna click on Remember Me here on this one. Okay. There we go. Welcome tour. Purchase. Let's go. So that's a thing now. Click check the download status. Open the home menu. Okay, we're going to close it. Virtual game card added. Okay. And play as soon as the data is downloaded. It looks like it's downloading quickly. So that's awesome. And then we're going to do the Mario Kart upload here in a little bit. What was that? Oh, I see. All right, 4:45 in the morning, folks. But it's looking good. Data transfer complete. Let's change that title banner, shall we? And it is changed. We're on the welcome tour. Just let it go ahead and download all the way. So this is going to be interesting. A game specifically designed to introduce you to the console. And I did read that it was a fun play, so I think that part's good. I'm going to enjoy this. All right, so here we go. Let's begin. Who's using the software? I am. This is cool. Straight up. Love the improved graphics already over the Switch 1. That's fun. All right, let's get started. Let's get started, folks. Welcome to the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Fun. All right. Select an appearance. Okay. This is interesting. Where's the bald guy at? There's got to be a bald guy in here somewhere. Seriously? Where's the bald guy? All right. Who's the guy that looks like my Pneumatologist character? Probably not with a bucket hat. Excuse me. Alright, we'll keep trying here. That's close. Keep him in mind. Redbeard Jesus with a bucket hat? Maybe. By the way, I didn't ask for the design to come out the way it did. It's just what the image that was generated, and I really like using it, so not even close. All right, let's go back over here. There was a guy. There's a guy. Where is he? No, not him. But we'll keep going. Looking for That looks like an old friend of mine, no longer on this earth, dearly departed friend. Why no bald people? What is this? Okay, we're close here. We're close here. We're really close, but he's too laid back. Let's see if... Now that's just fun. I like the looks of this dude, but I know I can't do that. Alright. So I'm looking for the one that's like my character. Okay, that's about the closest. No. Ah. Seriously, folks? I feel like I'm boring people with the music. Okay. He looks fun. He looks fun. Alright. Let me try one more and then I'm gonna... Just don't like... That's about as close as you get to who my guy looks like, so... Go with this look? Yeah, I'm gonna go with this look because you didn't give me a real option to use my... me or something close to it. Alright, entry will soon begin. Please proceed to the gate. Okay. Don't mind. Okay, here we go. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Alright, here's the welcome tour, folks. Hello and welcome. What do you think of the venue? Is this the biggest Nintendo Switch 2 you've ever seen or what? Come on, folks. Go ahead and walk all over it. There are all sorts of things to do around here. You can gain some insight on what makes a Nintendo Switch 2 tick. Take some quizzes about the system, experience tech demos that show off the system's features, and of course play mini games. Was that last thing? Oh, the stamp rally. Stamps are hidden all over the place, so happy hunting. By the way, you want to move around more quickly, press and hold B to run. Sounds like a Mario game. The exhibition is really big, so it might save you some time. Okay. It's really big. Okay. I saw an 01 over here, so I'm going to go over here. Who's this? Well, would you look at that? You can tilt the R left and right to get a better view of the surroundings. Well, there you go. Okay, so pays to talk to these people. Can't believe it. We're finally here. This place is massive. Okay. Nintendo Switch 2 Insights have got to be hiding around here. Maybe I'll take a look over that way. Okay, sounds good. I think I want to run over here to see some other people. Nah, I'm not ready to do that. Let's run over here. And no to the quiz. Alright, let's see what's up. This is Area A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. Areas progress in alphabetical order. Pretty easy to remember. Just how big is this place? 1. Oh, that's on another level. Wonder how I get down there. Alright. I had my first go at one of those mouse control games today. Believe you me, I was sliding around like nobody's business. Alright. You want to play this mini game? Go ahead and talk to the staff member. Okay, it's a mini game. Very good. Oh, I'm getting really sleepy now. It's almost 5 a.m. here. Did you know you can press and hold and to run around B to run around? It's so much fun. Let me at the stamps. Why is somebody's glasses here? Oh. Should you find any lost items as you make your way through the welcome tour, please be a helper and bring them to the information center. Thanks for doing your part. Okay. Let's go. Run! Find a lost item, be sure to give it to the newbie staff member to your right. Better staff member to your left is in charge of camera settings. Okay. Oh, welcome. Thanks for visiting Lost and Found Desk. Well, thanks for turning this in. Okay. I have a feeling that somewhere out there, a long lost item. Oh, a lost item longs for its home. If you happen to find it, please bring it to me. Okay. There you go. Remember. So you only get certain. Remember. Oh, let's check. Up button. A. Were you startled by that stamp popping up? Don't worry, it's harmless. Have fun with the stamp rally. Hunting down the hidden stamps is sure to be a blast. Okay. Left button. Okay. Right button. Down button. Okay. Capture button. Okay, that's what that is. That's my screen capture. So that's what HD Rumble 2 is like. It's so much easier to understand when you go hands-on. Okay. Left Joy-Con 2 controller lets me use mouse controls with my left hand. You just have to press L while holding it like a mouse. Okay. That was so much fun. I didn't think we'd see something like that. Okay. And the maracas are so cool. They feel so realistic. Okay. That's area H, which is locked. Alright. Well, let's go back here. The really big stick. Oh, here's some people to talk to. Looks like you can learn some stuff about Nintendo Switch 2 here. I'm going to read up on this. You two can go ahead without me. Alright. Wait, this is a button I'm sitting on? Is there a stamp? There is. Okay, cool. The minus button, which it's not really a minus. So. Okay. You can run around back here. That's kind of fun. I'm not going to go to area F just yet. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so, oh, this is on the left side, no wonder. Okay. Alright, interesting. So I need 2 of these, and I need 2 of these. Let's see, what's going on with this? Hey there, ready to show off your mouse skills? Mouse controls allow you to move your character more quickly and accurately than control sticks. In this minigame, there will be lots of spike balls falling from the sky, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You'll need to use your mouse skills to dodge gracefully and weave tactically around them. It'll be pretty tricky, so stay focused. Okay, okay, and I'll pop this off to get ready. Dodge the spike balls. There it is. Wow. That's fun. Okay, this exhibits require mouse controls. All right, here we go. Right click. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Here we are. Woo! That's kind of fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm a mouser. I can mouse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I need to get to 30 seconds, huh? On the first try. Can I do it? Oh, this is close. Oh, this is close. Oh my goodness. That's it. 28.24 seconds. Okay. That's fun. That's fun. I don't know that I can keep going right now, but that was fun to try. I'll take the first trophy here. All right. That was some nice dodging. Got some slick mouse skills. That was on a mouse pad too, by the way. Looks like part 2 is available. I think you should give it another go. You might last a little longer this time. All right. So honestly, no, I'm not going to do it right now. But it's good to do. Guys, I'm running out of energy. Collecting clear metals, huh? Oh, hey, it looks like you just got your first medal. I've already got 5. Yep, I'm pretty good at this stuff. All right. So there you have it on that one. Let me see what this is. Yeah, it's another medals game. I'm not old, despite my... Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here's a fun thing. Because I did this up one and down the other and it zoomed out. That's great. So that's a new skill. All right, I think what I'm gonna do here is just kind of, let's see, I'll click the home button. Yeah, so that's playing, and I'm gonna close the software now. Yeah, close, yeah. I'm gonna close it. Okay, so that part's done. All right, so that's settled. I'm not going to put in the Odyssey cartridge just yet, but I am going to see about some updates here. First things first, get over here. Bluetooth audio, awesome. Yeah. Yep. Check for a system update. If there's one. Yep, it's up to date. Okay. First one. Nemo Switch 2. Okay, awesome. Let's see if there's a dock update. Yep. Good deal. Okay. Very good. And we'll do that. Okay. That's good. That's good. There's some good stuff here. Okay. So there's Pneumo. And then I thought I had a me. Okay. I'm not going to edit that. Good. Very good. So there I am. All right. System memory, 230 gigabytes, free space. So there's a lot of system memory here. So it'll be fine. I don't have to worry about SD card for now. Just kind of annoying that I don't have the right one. But who knows? I may not need all that. Okay, so getting back out of here. I'm getting a little tired. I'm getting a lot tired, folks. So I think we're running around. So I'm going to. Here's the thing I want to get through here real quick. Again. Button up my sleeve. Presto. Rocky and Bullwinkle on that one. And now here's something we hope you really like. Yeah, I'm running out of juice. Okay. Okay, here we are. All right, so there's a switch online, and I'm just not going to waste any time. We're going. Now, I have a membership, folks, so we got that covered. I see what's going on. Okay. Yeah. So we got yeah, this is the whole eShop, I think. I mean, I wouldn't think that's anything less. So we've got digital releases, which I'm not going to get into today. It's just not happening. There's Deltarune. There's the upgrade pack. I heard this one's going to have a physical release. I prefer that, obviously. All right. Digital cards, collectible, good stuff. All right. We'll get out of this and close it. Okay. Oh, close it. All right. Let's get back to Switch Online. Yeah. Of course it can be played. All right. There's that. Right. Would love to do that, but no. Okay, so we got a couple of things here I want to get into. So this is the NES stuff. Oh, I love that Tecmo. That's great. So you may wonder why I'm not going out and purchasing regular Nintendo, because we got a lot of stuff here, folks. Don't have to worry too much on which things to go buy. Now, if I have to later, I will, but we're not there yet. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get out of here. All right, let's get out of here. Close that. All right. So this is game chat. I'm not going to be able to set this up. There's just a lot here that I'm going to need to do. And I am exhausted. Okay, so there's controllers. We're doing all right here. System's charging. And I could hook in my 8-bit dough here, but I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's get home. Get to home. Okay. Yep. There you go. We're done. Okay. Press A. All right. So that's like the last one. And yeah, okay, so that's what I was missing. Switch Online. Here's Switch Online. Okay, Switch 2, start enhancing. Okay, so we got Mario Kart World things to do here. 1 month and 1 day, folks. Yeah, there you go, Nintendo Classics. And there's the big one, GameCube. Look at that. That GX. Zelda the Wind Waker. It was 2001. What is that? Oh, okay, I see. Cool. All right. Let me see. Oh, okay. So this is like the release dates of the consoles. All right. So let's go over here. 1985. We already did that. Start the software. That's kind of. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind having these classic controllers. I just don't think it's necessary. It's a cool feel, but yeah, not necessary. Okay. So another thing, and you can tell where things are at with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these classics downloaded. Don't make me sign in again, folks. Come on. Just. So yeah, looks like, folks, that this is coming to an end. And with that, I'm going to call the stream here. Well, we did get a good ways here. So yeah, I want to get yeah, confirm. All right, let's switch online. Cancel. Okay, let's get back to the main page then. What happened? Oh, is that switch online? I see. There's Game Boy. All right. Oh yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap it up here. I'm not going to read out tonight. Doesn't look like I'm carrying anybody along with me today on this journey, but it is fun that we could be able to do this. So I'm gonna call it here. I appreciate it, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, a great evening, wherever you're at in Asia and Australia. I'll see you next time. We'll be back here tomorrow at about this time. So.